Alright guys, so here we're going to show you guys a quick and virtually cost-free way to make a garden planter using an everyday pallet. Here, as you can see, I've begun the process of partially disassembling this pallet. What I did in the beginning is to actually cut one side of the pallet, all of the boards on one side of this pallet in half, right along the edge of the 2x4, which will leave me one side of this pallet to use as a container once I'm done. I'm going to use the wood from the top side of this pallet to seal in the sides of the pallet, and I'm going to use tarp material to line the inside of this container and make a planter out of it. We're going to do the same thing in this planter as we did over there. If you guys can see that way over there, that planter beside the house, that's a Hugel Culture garden planter. This is a smaller downscaled version of the same thing. We're going to use this one to plant, I think, butter lettuce and maybe a couple of cucumber plants in this guy. And we'll build a trellis later on for the cucumbers to climb up on. At any rate, I'll bring you guys back in 5 to 10 minutes as I make more progress on this thing, and you can see where I'm going with it. And all you basically need is a skill saw, or where's my guy over here? This guy, handsaw, hammer, pen or a pencil, and something to make straight lines with like a square. All right, so you guys, I'll bring you back in probably 10 to 15 minutes once I get this thing most of the way completed here, and I'll bring you back when I get ready to line it with tarp material in order to seal it in and take the next step into turning this guy into a Hugel Culture planter. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, I have a small box here formed from a pallet, and all I simply did was cut the pallet in half, remove all of the boards from one side, use those same boards here and nails that came out of those same boards to attach an end piece on this end and an end piece on this end down here to form the box. The boards that were on the other side will form the floor to the planter. And again, as I said earlier in the previous clip, we're going to line the inside of this box with tarp material, and then we're going to place twigs, small branches, leaves, etc. in the bottom to form a Hugel Culture planter. This planter is about 18 inches by about 2 feet, small, lightweight, completely portable. You can place it anywhere in your house, front yard, backyard, anywhere you want to place it. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and grab our tarp material and our staple gun and get the inside of this thing lined out, and we'll come back and show you what we have once we have it all lined out. See you in a sec. So guys, as you can see, what we've done is simply pressed our tarp material down into the corners of our planter and stapled it into place all the way around along the inside bottom edges, so that when we fold this over the top and staple it down, the bottom will not pull out of place. Very simple, and we're just simply using this Stanley staple gun that we got at Lowe's for $5 or $6, and some 1/4 inch staples to nail staple this tarp here into place inside of our Hugel Culture planner that we're in the process of making. At any rate, I'll bring you guys back in about 5 to 10 minutes when I'm done stapling this into place and trimming it off to let you see what the end product looks like. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so we're back and we're pretty close to completing this project. What we've done here along the top edges of the planner is to trim the excess plastic back until you have about 2, maybe 3 inches of overhang overlapping, and then we take that material and we fold it over onto itself until it pulls the material from the inside of the box tight and forms a ridge right here along this edge, as you can see here, going all the way around. And once we did that, we just stapled the material into place. Nothing fancy, just attempting to hold this material into place until we get the small twigs and leaves, grass clippings for the bottom. All right, guys. So we're back, and as we near the end of this project here, I just want to give you guys an update on how I went about lining the finishing lining the container here. Along the top corners, I simply trimmed off the excess material, leaving about 1.5 to 2 inches of material hanging over, and then I simply take that material, you can see my hand here, and fold it over onto itself until it pulls the material tight from the inside of the box to the outside and lays along the top edge of our board here. As you can see, I've done here, and just staple it into place. Nothing fancy, just do the same thing all the way around the outside edges. And it should leave all edges looking pretty much similar to the way these edges look here when you're done, you're complete with it. So I'm gonna finish stapling that last edge, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm completely done with it. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are, guys. We have this DIY Hugel Culture planner, garden planner that we made, as you saw in the beginning of this video, from a pallet, and you saw pretty much the whole procedure as to how we assembled the partially disassembled the pallet and reassembled it into the form that we needed it in, and then proceeded to line it with the a used shower curtain. So we're actually recycling here, guys, not letting anything go into the landfill here, either the pallet or the shower curtain at this point. What we're going to do here now is simply, just for aesthetic purposes, choose a color, paint the outside of this this planner, get it filled with our organic material, and we'll bring you back in a day or so and show you what the finished product looks like with the soil inside, and also show you what we're going to plant in this homemade planter here. So check back with us in a couple of days, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, the only material that you actually need is a pallet. You can find that at any Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. In the back there somewhere, a used shower curtain. Everybody has one of those from time to time, or a piece of plastic, old tarp, and these tools that you see here: skill saw, square, hammer, pen or pencil, scissors, staple gun, maybe a razor knife, and maybe a handsaw. And again, the pallet itself. So not a bunch of materials, not a bunch of tools, very simple to assemble, and these things work great, guys. So we'll see you in a few days. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you just saw in this video, please hit that subscribe button below and subscribe to our page. Thanks.